Well, what they should do is embrace a two-state solution. Ultimately, they should stop occupying a people as they've been
done
doing
it 5 times,
years.
and the Arabs rejected it.
They haven't. Okay, now
5 times and the Arabs rejected it.
Yeah, I get it. I know you're going to hit every Hasbro talking point. That's not true.
There's
been
facts.
Lots of books. No, it's not. It's a talking point. It is not true.
I don't know you personally, but I thought that was disgusting. And anybody who supports that Nick Fuentes guy.
He sounds like a feminist freaking whore bitching about men. Oh my gosh. Give me a break. Cry me a river. Dave Smith calls out pro-Zionist shill Brandon Tatum live on Piers Morgan Uncensored, and he doesn't hold back. Let's just get straight into it. And before I go on, I just want to let you guys know I had a YouTube strike, so I wasn't able to post the last week, but I pre-recorded some videos, and we're going to be back to the regularly scheduled program starting today. So happy to be back. Let's get into it. But before we forget, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe. I'm going to be shadow banned more than usual now that YouTube has put a strike on my account. So help a girl out. Let's go.
I do want to ask, though, I got to say, because as you mentioned there, you said that, your friend was being called anti-Semitic for sharing a clip of what someone else thought. And listen, man, we don't know each other, but literally the only interaction we've ever had is you called me, I think, a devil and one of the worst people in America the other day, also for sharing a clip
disgusting.
of somebody else.
No.
Devil.
That's great. I'm glad you brought it up because there's a reason why I said that. It's not that I somehow mentioned something about you just in passing. You shared a post of one of the most disingenuous, evil individuals that I've ever seen online. Nick Fuentes shamed Charlie. Ever since 2017, he would come out, harass, accost Charlie at events. He would harass his wife. Him and the gropers would harass my wife because she's white. And this guy said Charlie is a fake Christian and he's disgusting and he should never be able to be on campus without being shouted down. And then he comes out and makes a fake apology. And I felt like you supported that. And then also,
Listen. First of all, oh my gosh, the groypers will criticize you and make fun of your wife because she's white. Who cares? Grow some balls, dude. Thought we're conservatives. Facts don't care about your feelings. Yes, she is white. If you clearly don't have a problem with it. She doesn't have a problem with it. So why are you offended if people bring it up? Stop being a little offended little bitch, okay? And second of all, listen, I appreciate Charlie Kirk so much, but I do understand Nick Fuentes' criticisms of Charlie Kirk and the Zionist movement. How can you really be a Christian and be so supportive of Israel and the Jews? You can't call yourself America first. If we're sending money to other nations, we should not be funding foreign wars, A. B, it's like Jews, according to the Talmud, like Jews literally believe that Jesus Christ, our God, our Lord, our Savior, is like burning in human feces in hell. So I've never, even when I first converted to being a Christian from being an atheist, I never understood how Christians were like, oh, Judeo-Christian values. It's like Jews literally killed Jesus. They literally reject Jesus as God. That is heretical. So sucks to suck, but that's the truth. And the truth hurts, doesn't it, Tatum?
My with you, I had never met you before. I disagree with you on Israel, but I respect that you come with your opinions. But when you were on stage at SAS and you chastised those young people and said they can never claim to be pro-life ever again because they support a genocide, I thought that was the most disgusting thing that any adult man could say to young kids who was just seeking the truth and openly listening to a debate between you and another.
Why is he wrong for pointing that out? It's true. How can you be pro-life and then pro-genocide? Because that's what Israel is doing and committing in Gaza. Innocent children and babies are dying, being genocided. Yes, he should call out the hypocrisy because it's hypocritical. I know you're probably low IQ. I'd guess. Won't say how so because I'm trying really hard not to get banned on YouTube, but damn. The
individual. So the only reason I said that is based on those principles alone. I don't know you personally, but I thought that was disgusting. And anybody who supports that Nick Fuentes guy.
He sounds like a feminist freaking whore bitching about men. Oh my gosh. Give me a break. Cry me a river. I can't say the word, but if you know, you know. Obviously my audience is smart and you guys know. Especially if you know me, you know the word.
Who shamed my friend who's now dead.
My friend
it bothers me to no end.
Dave?
Okay, well, look, I mean, again, I said I give him all the credit in the world for this. And what was this? This was after Charlie Kirk was killed, him saying that he was a good man, that he's praying for his soul, and urging his supporters not to be violent in response to this. And I got to say, I thought, as I think many of us did immediately after Charlie was killed, and immediately after your first reaction of feeling so horrible on a personal level for his family, you realize this is a very dangerous situation. And I got to say, for Nick Fuentes, being who he is, to have him telling his audience, hey, if you respond at all with violence to this, I completely disown you. We need to be Christians about this. We need to be peaceful. We should be praying for him and his family. I give him credit for that. Whatever other beef you got with him, that's between you two. I didn't say I agree with the guy on everything he's ever said. Well, hold on. Let me just respond. I didn't endorse everything the guy's ever said. I said I give him all the credit in the world for this, and then shared the clip of this. Pretty clear what I was saying. And by the way, I didn't chastise the kids at Charlie Kirk's event. I warned them. I warned them that if you're supporting the destruction of a captive, stateless people in Gaza right now, that you will never be able to claim to be pro-life again without being rightfully viewed as the biggest hypocrite in the universe. That's an opinion that I will gladly defend. And I noticed in there, you're not actually taking on that argument. You're just telling me how disgusting I am for having it. So
precisely, he's operating like a leftist.
Listen, man, I think that if there's one thing Charlie would have wanted, it probably would have been for us to have this conversation without devolving into insults. You can say it's disgusting if you want to. I think there's a pretty strong argument for my point there. I think it's kind of undeniable. There's a real conflict between being pro-life and then also supporting a policy, the price tag of which is tens of thousands of slaughtered babies.
Absolutely, guys. Let me know if you agree with Dave Smith and myself here. I mean, I feel like if you can't see the comparison and how it's the same thing, then you should probably be locked up. Like, you're pro-genocide, you're disgusting and evil. Sorry, you should probably block me, okay? Unsubscribe if you feel that way.
Children.
Okay, now I'm fast forwarding a little bit because I don't like to waste your time. I'm showing you guys the highlights so you don't have to sit and watch this entire hour and 10-minute long debate. Anyways, here they start getting a little fiery. Let's get into it.
Whether it's the right thing to do to just drop those bombs on the civilians when you know the terrorists are down in the towers. Hold on, you had a chance to go through all this stuff. So
I know, but I want you to. Can I just
you just went off on every talking point,
and I'll shut up. No, just explain that too.
But I'm just going to finish. I'm just going to finish.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to finish what I did. Well, what they should do is embrace a two-state solution. Ultimately, they should stop occupying a people as they've been
done
doing
it 5 times, and the Arabs rejected it. No, they haven't.
Now
5 times, and the Arabs rejected it.
Yeah, I get it. I know you're going to hit every Hasbro talking point. That's not true.
There's
been
facts.
lots of books. No, it's not. It's a talking point. It is not true. The Palestinians have never once been offered a full-fledged state. There is not one of those 5 times that they were ever offered a full state. Even, by the way, that's not even your own Hasbro talking point. You're supposed to say 97% of what they wanted, which also is a lie. The point is that it doesn't, no matter what you're going to say here, Israel propped up Hamas for years to keep them in power so that Netanyahu could thwart the creation of a Palestinian state, to then use them as a justification for mass slaughtering a captive people that you have kept stateless for 60 years is morally indefensible. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to actually paint the full thing out. When I was talking about the pro-life analogy, yes, being pro-life is about believing that life begins at conception, but baked in there is also the assumption that you think it's wrong to murder kids. Like the point is that, yes, if you're pro-life, then you also
murder kids.
Yes, but you're supporting a policy that is doing just that.
There's no policy to murder kids. It's urban warfare. Unfortunately, people die. There's no policy that says you should murder kids in this.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that is. Look, when you make a decision to drop a bomb on a building where you know there are children inside of it, yes, morally speaking, you murdered those children.
Phone calls. You've told them to evacuate.
Not murder. Okay. So how about when they don't?
There's no.
How about this last attack?
There's no intent to murder them.
Wait, Brandon, let me ask you a question. Follow up. How about when they don't? What about when they don't drop leaflets? What about when they don't have evacuation orders? They just did this in Gaza City yesterday. How about that? Is that now murder?
Well,
I just took away your excuses.
No. I could give you an example. They don't have to drop leaflets and give phone calls if they're.
So then why are you bringing that up?
I'm saying when you're shooting weapons and Hamas is firing weapons and using it as a military base, they don't have to give leases to give evacuation. It's that if it's a civilian building or something where they can eliminate having casualties, they will do that to the best of their ability. But there's some instances.
I need to stop this Zionist propaganda. I just want to show you guys this. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I might be going live tonight. Actually, I think I will be. So I hope to see you guys there. That will be around 8 to 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I know it's always so late, but it's because I have to wait until my daughter's in bed for the night. So what do you want me to do? Being a mother comes first. So please be gracious. And if you're already gracious, thank you so much. And if you made it to the end of the video, as always, comment an orange heart. It helps boost the video and the algorithm. Help me fight those shadow banning gadgets. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.